Assalamualaikum and greetings to everyone. We are from Group 29 and today we will be presenting a review of the book Tempat Jatuh Lagi Dikenang by Kadir Ahmad. This memoir shares his real life experiences as a journalist from the 1950s and traces the development of journalism in Malaysia. Abdul Kadir bin Ahmad was born on 29 December 1935 in Belimbing Dalap, Durian Tunggal, Melaka. At the age of 3, he moved to Singapore where he completed his education at Sekolah Melayu Kota Raja before beginning his career as a training reporter at Melayu Raya newspaper. A typical working day involved designing newspaper layouts and editing news for Suara Melaka, working as a freelance reporter for Utusan Melayu, and covering UMNO's political activities. His professional routine was built on seeking new experiences and maintaining strong relationships with influential figures such as Tun Ghaffar Baba and Datuk Seri Muhammad Ali Rustam. To expand his experience, he moved to Kuantan, Pahang for 1 year before being transferred to Kota Baru, Kelantan for 5 months. Kadir Ahmad believed that journalism depends on teamwork, professionalism and integrity. In Kelantan, he worked closely with local communities and fellow journalists to exchange information and ensure accurate reporting. His commitment is best reflected in his famous words, "I want to live and die as a journalist. Journalists can safeguard elected representative, but elected representative must never safeguard journalists." This quote shows his belief that journalists must always remain independent, objective, and free from political influence.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faris Farhan bin Kamarul Bahrum. My metric number 1230490. Today, I will discuss the ethical values highlighted in this memoir. Kadir Ahmad believed that journalists are the king without a crown, who must remain independent from external influence in order to uphold their responsibility to the public. His sense of amanah or truthworthiness is best illustrated when he rejected a 2,000-acre logging concessions offered by the Chief Minister of Pahang. He chose to protect his professional credibility rather than become involved in a conflict of interest, reflecting the ethical principle of acting independently. In terms of tabayun or fact verification, Kadir Ahmad demonstrated remarkable courage during the MPPM student strike. Although he faced intense pressure and was accused of being an instigator by the Minister of Education. He stood firmly by his report because it was supported by reliable evidence. Finally, he practiced the principle of Siddiq and La Daror in his relationship with respected figures such as Pak Hamka and Tun Ghaffar Baba. His memoir proved that integrity is the foundation of the journalism profession. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafiz Abi Wahab, and today I will share the key moment of Kadir Ahmad's career at Utusan Melayu starting from 1956. I will focus specifically on his decision making and his challenges as a journalist. First, decision making. Based on the news value theory, Kadir's choice to put the 1960 MPPM strike on the front page was spot on. The story was about Malay students protesting a British principal who forced them to eat with spoon and forks. This story had a high conflict and impact. Even though minister called him a troublemaker, he stood by his report until the principal was transferred. Second, challenges. Using the hierarchy of influence model, we can see that Kadir often faced extra media influence or outside political pressure. His biggest challenges were being banned by Tun Tan Siew Sin for a whole year from doing reports after asking a sensitive question, being scolded by Tun Razak during the 1969 election because he reported crowd number that seemed to favor the opposition. In conclusion, Kadir Ahmad journey proved that journalists are often stuck between personal integrity, company limits, and outside political pressure. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Now, I will present about Islamic and Malaysian context. This book shows that journalism is not only about reporting news, but also about practicing good values. Throughout his career, Kadir Ahmad demonstrated Islamic principles such as Siddiq, which means being truthful, Amanah, which means carry out responsibility with integrity, and Tabayun, which means verifying information before sharing it. These values are very important because they help journalists report accurate and trustworthy news while serving the public interest. Next is critical reflection. After reading this book, I learned that integrity is the most important quality of a journalist. Kadir Ahmad remained committed to honesty and professionalism despite facing many challenges throughout his career. As a communication student, I believe this book reminds us that journalists should always report the truth, act ethically, and gain the trust of society. In conclusion, Tempat Jatuh Lagi Dikenang is more than just autobiography. It is an inspiration that teaches us about journalism, ethics, responsibility, and the importance of Islamic values in the media profession. Thank you.